Everything can change in an instant, whether or not you're ready.
This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. This time I'm ready. Because I know war.
War never changes.
I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man, even if that man is a synth?
Beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface.
They're the real enemy, not the Raiders, not the super mutants, not even those tools over in Diamond City.
Don't shoot! I swear, I'm not a synth. For God's sakes, we're family!
This is ridiculous. I want the truth, McDonough.
Protect the people at a minute's notice. And decide our own future.
We're a man out of time, but all's not lost.
This campaign will be costly. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy, itself.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the institute. The institute finds you.
Let's go, boy.
Well, hello everyone, I'm UrielLocke, and this is a version of the UnLocke'd series that is now being revamped for a more history-oriented industry view than a first impressions videos that I was doing. So I hope you enjoy it. And with no further ado, here is my first video on Bethesda Softworks. Bethesda Softworks was actually started in 1986 in Bethesda, Maryland, by Christopher Weaver and a couple of his buddies. And after that, they did their whole 1986 stuff, and then they released a couple different games, one of which was Gridiron, which was the first physics-based sports simulation, which had never been done before, and hey, it's physics-based. Come on. Physics? Really? Anyway. Then, in 1994, something big happened with Bethesda Softworks. They decided to release Elder Scrolls Arena, which was a huge hit for a lot of fans. It was an RPG, it was fun, it was different, it was amazing. And then, 2 years later, they decided to smack us in the face again with Daggerfall, which was even more fun. People loved it more. People wanted more. People needed more. Then, a year later, they came out with a spin-off called Battlespire. After that, they came out with another spin-off called Redguard. And that was the start of the Elder Scrolls series. In 2001, mind you, Bethesda decided to become a publisher only. Well, Bethesda Softworks became a publisher only, and then moved over into having another company called Bethesda Game Studios create their video games. In 2002, they decided to release Morrowind, which was a critically acclaimed video game that everybody was waiting for. Then, in 2006, they hit us again. Harder this time with Oblivion. Because, Oblivion gates and all. Mulleg Ball, not fun. But, Oblivion was one of the best games out there at the time. When I played Oblivion for the first time, my brain was just blown. I was like, I could do this stuff? Then, in 2011, they broke our brains again and gave us the Fusroda of Fusrodas, I guess I could say. Screw it. They gave us the ability to shout at people and yell at them and make them go away. I guess in reality that happens, though, too, when you're yelling at people. Especially if it's just random yelling at people, because then they think you're crazy. Well, you know, there's a lot of dragons and talking to dragons and spirits and ghosts and dead things. And you know, I question that game now. And reality. Anyway, back to the story at hand. In 2004, the Fallout franchise was actually acquired by ZeniMax Studios in the purchase of, it was Interplay Productions, I do believe. And then, you know, a year later, they decide to... Or no, 2008. 4 years later. Whoop! 4 years later, they decide to release one of the greatest games of all time, Fallout 3. You might have heard of it. Kind of came before Fallout 4. Yeah, the one previous. Not Vegas, but the one previous to that one. Which kind of sort of moved everything into the more Elder Scrolls type idea of, you know, first-person view. Yeah. And, by the way, just to let you know, in 2009, ZeniMax acquired id Software. So now Bethesda has some of, like, the greatest gaming franchises from the 80s and 90s. So, that's a short history of, you know, Bethesda. And, yeah. I'm UrielLocke. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos, and keep watching, because you never know what I'm going to do next.